Richard and Martha's home. We just finished lunch, and I want to ask Richard a few questions about how he met Martha. What were you doing, wandering around Central America?
Well, yes, I had visited Mexico and Guatemala, Honduras, and made my way down into Nicaragua. I never intended to go to Chinandega, Nicaragua, because from what I had read about it, I didn't seem to be a place that I'd like to visit. But the bus that took me from Honduras to Nicaragua took me to Chinandega. So
is that where Martha lived?
yes. And by the time I got there, I had had enough traveling for one day, so I decided, well, I'll just stay here overnight. I asked the taxi driver to take me to an economical hotel, because that's the only kind of hotel I stay in, economical hotels, usually. And he took me to a hotel called Hotel Doña Mercedes. And
Martha lived in that hotel?
she worked there.
Oh.
She managed the hotel. It was just a small hotel, about 11 or 12 rooms. And so I stayed there and started talking with Martha, and one thing led to another, and I guess it was the next day I asked her out to dinner, and she accepted. We went to a Chinese restaurant in Chinandega. I guess the rest is history.
How long after that did you come to Mexico together?
We lived in Nicaragua about 2.5 years, and then in August of last year, August of 2009, we moved here to Tequisquiapan.
And what made you decide to move from Nicaragua to Mexico?
Well, the weather in Chinandega is warm. I mean, it's hot. It's hot and humid in the rainy season. It's hot and dusty in the dry season. But either way, it's hot. There's not a day that goes by that it isn't hot, and that got a little tiring.
And how did you find Tequisquiapan?
Well, like a lot of people who are here or have visited here, I read Pete Schuster's...
¿Quieres un helado?
¿Qué es?
Helado de uva.
Helado de uva, okay. Gracias.
I read the blog that Pete wrote about Tequisquiapan, and then I emailed him with a question or two, and he emailed me back, and we continued emailing back and forth, and he invited me to come visit if I wanted to, which I thought was very congenial, very nice thing for him to do, and so we did. June of 2009 we came and visited, and this house was available for sale at that time. Pete showed it to me.
Muchas gracias. ¿Es Martha?
Yes.
Martha doesn't speak too much English, but she knows yes.
Bueno.
Gracias.
Bueno.
So you were staying at Pete's house for a while.
Oh, we stayed at Pete's house for a week. Yes, that's right. And he told me of this house next door that was for sale, which needed a lot of work. And but Pete thought it was a good buy.
Pete lived right next door here.
Pete lived right next door. And so I told him, okay, great, I'll buy it. And
now you've been here for about a year.
yes, a little over a year. you know.
Well, thank you very much for telling us this story. Now you know the story of Richard and Martha.